So you're thinking about moving to Bend, Oregon, and you're wondering if, I don't know, November is a good time to do that. Well, today we're going to be talking about what it's like in Bend, Central Oregon in November. Right now, it's about 3:30 in the afternoon. The sun's starting to get ready to go down, but it's sunny out here. It's about 52 degrees. We're going to talk about what living in Bend is all about in the month of November right now. So a video like this sounds like it's for you. Stick around. We're getting after it right now.
If this is your first time on the channel and you'd like to know everything there is to know about living, eating, sleeping, playing, dinking in Bend, Oregon, or the surrounding areas, subscribe to the channel, tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about what's going on here in Central Oregon. My name is Zach Nutter. This is Ryan Rudloff, both licensed brokers with eXp Realty in the state of Oregon. And we've lived here for over 30 years and we absolutely love it. So whether you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. We'd love to connect with you, help you make the smooth move here to Bend. So as Ryan talked about, we are early November and there's people out playing pickleball over here. There's people over there playing soccer.
Soccer right over here.
We're just here dispelling the myths about how awful the weather is here. There are some times that the weather can be tough. We have had some very light sprinkles of snow. Our beautiful mountains are white capped right now. But we just wanted to kind of talk about what it's like here in Central Oregon. We're actually cruising through Pine Nursery Park right now. This is on the northeast side of Bend. This is the biggest park in Bend currently, I believe.
Yeah.
And it's a fantastic area. It's got pickleball, it's got soccer fields, it's got softball fields, baseball fields, frisbee golf. What else is in here? There's some dog park.
There's a pond, there's an off-leash dog park, there's volleyball courts. It's 150 acres. It's one of a kind. In fact, there's talks of another one kind of similar to this going in on the southeast side of town. That could be a few years away. But this is one of the main attractions here in Bend as it relates to the parks and recs and what we have for amenities outdoor. And here in November, early, it's still nice outside. It's pretty cool.
So what are some of the events that are going on in town in November as we're gearing up for winter? You know, we really don't get a ton of snow in November. October 31st, which is Halloween, is usually when you really start to feel that change in temperature. We get the time change. It starts to get dark around 5 o'clock, 4:30, 5 o'clock. Everybody kind of hunkers down a little bit, but you get these bluebird days. I mean, there's people everywhere out exercising, playing sports, doing all kinds of stuff. But what kind of activities are going on right now in town?
This almost surprises me a little bit sometimes. I have to remind myself that even in early November, it's still nice outside. It's 50, 55 degrees out for a daytime high. But things that are upcoming in November, we've got Veterans Day, of course. We have a big Veterans Day parade that's coming up, I think, on the 11th. I believe this month is going to be Veterans Day. And we always do a fantastic Veterans Day parade in downtown Bend, honoring our veterans. Additionally, Mount Bachelor, okay, that's always the talk of the town in November. When's it gonna open? Zach already talked about the fact that there is some snow up there. We've had some friends that have already kind of hiked up there and what they call earn the turns when the lifts aren't operating. So you have to hike up and then ski down. But usually about Thanksgiving time is when the mountain is open, or when they set a target to open it. And then of course the holiday season kind of gears up towards the end of this month. And Sun River has a great light display. It's called Grand Illumination. And they usually kick off the holiday season up there in the Sun River Resort area around Thanksgiving time to gear up for Christmas that's coming up in about a month afterwards. So all kinds of stuff going on right now. There's still some leaves that are still on the trees right now. They're getting ready to fall off. And so there's great color with a lot of the trees around here and whatnot right now. So there's just a lot to like. And when the weather's nice, it's great to be outside.
You have several 5Ks that are going on right now. So I know there's always a 5K right before on Thanksgiving morning. The I Like Pie.
Yep.
There's lots of events like that around here. If you love 5Ks, 10Ks, half marathons, marathons, stuff like that, you're always going to find those events going on around here. I'd say there's probably 50 plus of them. a year that happened.
Totally.
This summer they had a I Like Big Buttes,
Huh.
where you could go and they had like 8 buttes that if you climbed each one of them, you got a t-shirt and a hat and a bunch of cool stuff. But this place is definitely active all the time. If the sun's out, people are out moving. There's a lot of hunting in the area. There's still a little bit of fishing. It's getting a little cold for that now. What else are people doing recreating around here? A lot of the hikes and stuff are starting to probably be shut down, like because of the snow.
Right.
But then snowshoeing season's right around the corner. Cross-country skiing, a lot of cross-country skiing around here as well. So we're getting ready to get into that. But the nice part is because of the major elevation change between here and the mountains, it's only 25-30 minutes away. But you can have these beautiful bluebird days here and then head up to the mountains and snowshoe and ski and everything else. But if you want a nice warm day, play some outdoor pickleball, you can absolutely do that as well.
Yeah, this is what we call, I guess, shoulder season, if you will, because it's cold in the morning. The days are getting shorter, of course. We just had daylight savings. We fell back, and now the sun goes down probably about 4:45 or 5 o'clock. And so it's dark early, but the mountain's not open yet. And the snow really hasn't, we haven't gotten enough snow yet to really do anything from a recreation standpoint, but that's coming real soon. So what do? Well, November's actually known for the Bend Ale Trail as well. And I guess it's dubbed the Bend Ale Trail month. And so that's kind of an activity that you can do. If you like to have a microbrew, you can go around to a bunch of different microbrews and get a stamp on a pamphlet, and then if you accomplish your goal, you get a little prize at the end of it. And so it's always dubbed. You can do it any time of the year, but this is kind of like that time of year where they're trying to really promote it and get people back into indoor activities, getting ready for winter.
So if this park is something that you enjoy, there's some neighborhoods in pretty close proximity. The one that comes to mind the most that's pretty much across the street would be Petrosa. They are building, is the other one going to be called Meridian?
Yep,
Meridian's going in over there. And there's some great houses in there. This is definitely, if you break Bend into 4 quadrants, it's definitely going to be probably the most affordable quadrant of town. Some of the great things about this area of town is it's close to Costco. They just moved the Costco. It's close to Redmond, close to the airport. Really close access. It's a little bit closer if you're heading to Portland or if you're going north. So there's a lot of good bonuses. Bend's still so small that you're not far from anything. On the northeast side of town, you're maybe 10 minutes from downtown, 10-15 minutes to the old mill. It doesn't take really long, it doesn't take a long time to get anywhere around here. So it's a pretty great location. Definitely more affordable. What else do we want to talk about for the month of November?
Yeah, as far as real estate goes, I mean, transaction volume tends to go down a little bit as we gear into the holiday season and then we get into the winter season. And so what we're going to notice is that prices can maybe dip a little bit alongside that. And that's just kind of a seasonal thing that happens just about every single year. And so as we go into the next 2, maybe 3, maybe 4 months, what we're going to notice is that while activity might slow down a little bit, that also bodes well for those that are in the market right now, because there's going to be considerably less competition for those homes. And sometimes those homes will sit just as a byproduct of the distractions around this time of year, whether it's the holidays or whatnot. So they might sit a little bit longer. I don't know where we're headed here. We're over out here in the soccer field now. But anyway, back to the point. It's like, now could be a good time to really get into the market if you're looking to make that purchase, especially while, I know this doesn't sound like it makes sense, but while interest rates are still a little bit higher than where they could be maybe in 6 to 12 months. And because of that, there's going to be less competition, and you may be able to get a bargain on a home that's been sitting on the market for a little bit longer than what that seller anticipated.
Yeah, prices are edging a little lower right now just because interest rates have been so high. Inventory's gone up, so you have more options, more homes to look at, and prices are a little better. You also have the ability to negotiate a little bit. You know, when things were crazy with COVID and interest rates were so low, there wasn't a lot of negotiating. It was usually, what can I pay you extra to make sure I get the house? If rates do continue to go down, we don't anticipate them going down into the area that they were 3 or 4 years ago. I don't know that they'll ever go back to that again. Who knows? But just small reductions in that really drive up the buyer pool quite a bit. So like Ryan was saying, yeah, it absolutely can be a good time to buy right now. And then potentially down the road, if rates drop, you never know. But if they do drop, then you can refinance to a lower rate and have paid a little bit less and got into the house that you really want. That's always the most important part, right? Is buy a house that you love. And as much as a home is an investment, it's a lot of people's largest investment, it's their home first. You want to make sure that you love it, you're not going to outgrow it, you can afford it long term. A lot of factors in too that are important in when you're making that decision to buy a house.
Totally. Yeah, all good points. But yeah, that's basically the nature of where we're at right now, the state of the market. You guys are in the market, you know where rates are at right now, and they've been still at their local highs for some time. They kind of even ticked up a little bit in the last 90 days, but then in November, December, it's a fantastic place to be. Obviously the seasonality, the change, it's something that we all have to adjust to, but once you kind of get through that initial resistance of the fact that it's no longer 70 degrees outside or hot or warmer during the days, and daytime highs are 55 and even cooler, and then it's cold at night. I mean, you just adjust, and then you get ready for the fall and winter season. So here we are, and we're going to enjoy it.
Our real winter is January, February, maybe a little bit of March.
Yeah.
Those are the dog days of winter.
Yeah.
So you can probably go back and watch several of our videos. Last winter, it was like -5 degrees, and we're bundled up, walking around filming. One of our buddies saw us, is like, what are you guys doing out in this weather?
It sends the mood.
Yeah,
in late February.
It's definitely, we don't want to fool you into thinking that we don't get cold here, we don't get a lot of snow. But a lot of people move here because of these beautiful blue skies. So I just had somebody the other day, one of our past clients I was talking to, and I was asking them how they're enjoying living here, and they said, I love the blue sky. So it seems like this silly thing, but man, it really is a mood changer, if you will.
Totally. Especially being in the Northwest, where the stigma is it's always cloudy and rainy.
Yeah. I know we talk about the weather and things that are going on around here a lot, but no, we're not thinking about changing over to the news station.
We talk about the weather a lot.
Yeah, we do, but the reality...
But that's part of it.
The reality is that the reason we made this channel is to try to give people the best idea of what it's like to live here when they don't yet live here or haven't spent a lot of time here.
For sure.
Because it's a huge decision to move, and we just want to make sure that people are well informed when they move here. That's why we talk about the good and the bad, and try to just help you make the most informed decision possible.
Yeah.
So yeah, we hope you enjoy it, guys. We'll be back next week with another new weather update. Just kidding. But thank you guys as always. We really appreciate it. It's so cool when we get to meet you guys.
Yeah.
We had a meeting last night with a new client, and it's just so fun to get a chance to talk to you guys. You guys see us all the time, but we never get to see you. So thankful when you reach out. If there's anything we can do for you, please reach out to us, call us, text us, email us. You will get us. You can schedule a call with us, a video call with us on our Calendly link on the page. So however is easiest and most convenient for you guys. We'd love to connect with you guys. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.
Thanks, guys. Have a great day.